Hello, and welcome to the Yes Show, Young, Entertaining, and Saved. Today I am very excited because I have the privilege of actually interviewing a guest we have here, Mr. Asante Jones, from a movie that is now playing in theaters called Camp. It's emotional roller coaster, and it's so true to life. I want you to take a moment and look at this clip, and we'll be right back, okay?
Don't mess with me, kid. Where's the money?
That's all I found.
That's all you found?
Okay, so who's the target?
Margaret Summerfield.
Summerfield, the oil heiress.
Hello. My church sponsors a summer camp for foster kids.
Ken, isn't that the camp you're volunteering for?
These kids have had rough lives, and this is our opportunity to share our hope with them.
Don't jerk me around, Ken. You're here to do a job.
You're looking at the Counselor of the Year.
Hey, Ken, this is your camper.
Yo, kid, what's up, my man?
Screw you.
Hey, get down from there. I'm your counselor. That means you have to listen to me and do what I say.
I hate you.
Again, that was Camp that you just seen, featuring today's guest, Mr. Asante Jones. How are you doing today, sir?
I'm doing well, Robert. How are you, sir?
I'm doing very well. That I'm so privileged to be talking to you right now. The movie Camp, man, when I tell you I'm so touched, I got a chance to view it, and the message that it has in it is just so deep. And I'm just hoping that it actually, I know right now it's in select theaters,
Yeah.
but I want the word to get out there. So if you could, just tell me a little bit about this project, and also why did you select this project?
The project at large is inspired by true stories. These are real-life camps put on by an organization called Royal Family Kids Camps, and they host these camps 1 week a year for abused and neglected foster kids that
so
otherwise would never get an opportunity to experience something of this nature that society has left behind. So it's a very noble endeavor by them. It's been around since 1988. There are over 190 of these camps nationwide.
Wow.
Excuse me. The reason why I wanted to get involved with this project was, I've been doing this for a number of years, I'm blessed to say, and I was sharing with you before the show, I've been a part of some dogs in my life, but this one, I read this script, and the script made me cry on paper.
I understand why.
And so, if you can make me cry on paper, then imagine what we can do when we bring it all to life.
Right, absolutely.
So I knew I wanted to be a part of this project. I had a very solid rapport with the casting directors and worked it out.
Absolutely. And tell us a little bit about that character, because you played a guy named, well, I refer in the film refers to him as Sam, but it's actually Samuel Smith. So tell us a little bit about Sam.
Sergeant Sam, like every character in the film, is based on a real guy. But Sam is the veteran camp counselor, retired Army sergeant, veteran camp counselor that's been there for a number of years. He's counseled a number of these children over the years. And he's the guy with the heart of gold. He loves being there. He loves these kids. He loves making a difference. And within the confines of this particular story, Samuel is the roommate, the bunkmate of Ken, the ne'er-do-well camp counselor.
He had to get it together, but he did. Yeah,
he works it out. He works it out. So by the end of the week, he's a changed man.
And honestly, in my own personal opinion, by watching the movie, I could not imagine, because I'm an actor as well, being on that set and not being changed. Because on my couch, I hate to admit it, but guys, I guess we do cry. Did I say that out loud? Man, hey.
They can edit that out, man.
Yeah, and they're gonna have to. They're gonna have to, man. But I was really touched. So I would like to know what your process. How was it actually being on that set, and what was it like shooting it?
Well, we shot it up in a camp, an actual Christian camp in Northern California, in the middle of the Sequoias, the Sequoia National Forest, a place called Hume Lake. And
Hume Lake.
We were sequestered away from the rest of the world for 3 weeks while we shot. Up in Hume Lake, there's no cell phone service. There's no internet service. Oh, well, You had to go to a particular building to get internet service.
Wait, did anyone walk off set?
Nobody walked off set.
Because people these days don't know what that's like. No cell phone, no internet.
You know what? It led to a lot of bonding between the cast and the crew and the production team. Bonfires on the beach. I mean, it was camp, man. We were all at camp for 3 weeks. It was outstanding. It was outstanding.
I can believe
everyone got along well. I loved the kids so much. It was a great experience.
And tell me a few stories. I would say great moments that you had.
Man, there's so many. There's a moment that you've seen in the film where the first little girl that swims across the pool.
Yeah.
You know,
I remember that moment.
She swims across the pool to earn this armband for having accomplished that. Well, in the script, it's very clear that this character has to swim across the pool.
Right.
So we go through the whole casting process, and now here we are on set, sequestered away from the rest of the world. And right before we shoot, that little girl, Elizabeth, that plays Bella, comes up to Jacob, the director, and tugs him on the shirt and says, I don't know how to swim. and Jacob was like, I'm sorry, you're joking, right? And she goes, no. And she, Elizabeth's like 10. And
are you serious?
And he says, what adult read the script and didn't think to themselves, she has to swim across the pool?
And she had a long way to swim.
And so when
I was clapping her on as well.
Man, when she jumped in that pool and swam across that pool, that was for real.
Oh,
we
wow.
were all like, please don't drown on set.
Because I thought it was great acting, but I didn't know it wasn't acting.
That part was not acting. So when she made it to the other side and she came out okay, dude, there was a real celebration taking place.
I'm sure. Any other moments that, were because I know it had to be so many, and I know we can't get them all, but I just know because I'm telling you, I'm a fan, and I really want you guys out there to see this film. It's all that we're making it right now and more, but it has a very deep message in it, and I don't want to give it away. But yeah, just any other stories?
My personal favorite moment was there's a clip, a montage in the film that's very quick. And there's a moment where the lead kid, Miles Elliott, that plays Eli.
He did a great job.
He's climbing a rock wall, and he's harnessed, and he's on a rope and a belay, and there's someone there safetying him. Well, he has to climb this wall, and so for 2.5 weeks of shooting, he knows that the scene is coming up where he gets to climb the wall, and he's so excited about climbing this rock wall.
Yeah.
And he, the day finally comes, and he gets up on that wall, and he's terrified, and he freezes on the wall for 17 minutes. He will not move. He won't climb any further.
How many minutes?
17 minutes stuck in one spot. He's about 8.5, 9 feet off the ground at this point. This is a 30-foot rock wall.
Wow.
And there's a bell at the top that, they need him to ring to get the shot. And he's terrified. And by now the director's like, you just come on down. It's okay. We got the shot. You don't have to worry about it. But other people, we're all still encouraging him. If you want to try it, though, go ahead and try it. And people started bribing him, offered him the first person offered him $100 if he made it to the top.
I would have ran up that wall.
and $50 and $25. And so before you knew it, long story short, 35 minutes later, he makes it to the top of that wall. He's sobbing.
Afraid.
Makes it to the top. He rings that bell, and he comes down and earned $378 in donations.
Wow. And his pride.
So I'm pretty sure we all got hustled.
Yeah.
But yes.
Thank you.
When he rang that bell, man, I would, no lie, was standing there in the moment, crying, thanking God.
Wow.
Yeah, that was quite the accomplishment for him.
Wow. Well, just in general, just let me know, because I already know, like I say, as a viewer, because I feel sometimes we don't understand certain things, right. and this was based about foster kids, and a lot of times the things that they actually go through, man, you wouldn't believe it, and we've seen that, in your character. I loved your character because Sam, he understood it, and Sam in a lot of ways had been there.
Yeah.
I love that about that.
Yeah.
So how did it impact you? What was it about it that impacted you?
Well, interestingly enough, my best friend from high school, my boy Randy, what's up, Randy? He was adopted.
Okay.
And he was one of 5 children that his parents adopted. They had 3 of their own. They adopted 5. He was the last of the 5 they adopted. Then his parents went on to foster parent over 60 children.
Wow.
Over the course of the next 20 some odd years. Both of his parents just passed away quite recently within the last few years.
I'm sorry to hear that.
But they affected the world at large. They affected lives. And so for me, it was just kind of cyclical. It was just full circle for me. You know, I spent so many Sunday dinners at Randy's house with literally 35 people around the table because there was a
Wow.
huge family.
Wow. But a lot
And
of love.
with nothing but love.
Right, right,
Nothing but love.
right.
And they welcomed me like from the moment Randy first brought me to the house, they welcomed me like I was just part of the family.
Right.
You know, sometimes I would go to the house when Randy wasn't there just because I was part of the family. But yeah, man, being able to do this film with this message, with this voice, with the Word of God involved with it, it was a blessing from start to finish, from the moment I picked up the script to the moment we got through post.
I think that, you know, about actually, because how you just shared your story, what's interesting about this script is that there's so many moments in there that all of us can relate to.
Right.
When I was, you know, having my allergy moment throughout the movie, it was so many points that I was relating to on so many different issues, I would say.
Right.
And I found that just to be great, you know? So, you know, we need to get that out there. Do you know what I mean? Did you? I know you have to. It's no way that you couldn't.
I've seen the film in theaters with various friends and at various premieres 5 times now.
Oh,
Five
wow.
times on the big screen,
Wow.
which, you know, seeing your head 25 feet tall is very weird, but it's a blessing. And
It is.
it gets me every time. There's not a single screening I've been to where I don't cry. I know every moment that's coming. I know every moment that got cut out of the film, and still I cry every single time.
Man, I understand, man. And we just gonna be real brothers right here, man. I cried with you, man. I cried, man. I was like, I don't want to be doing this, but man, they should have made this movie, but they should have because
and it's a
I love what
blessing
I'm
that they
saying.
did.
And I want you to let the audience members know actually how they can see this movie or what they can do to find out more information about camp.
Okay, so Camp is playing in select theaters, like we said, across the U.S., and it's not playing in every market all at once. So it's rolling out into select markets. So the best way to find out if Camp is in your city or coming to your city or near your city, visit www.thecampmovie.com. That is their website. You can click on the link that says theaters. You can see the list of theaters that they have arranged, all the theaters that they are currently in, that they are committed to be in, as well as the list of cities that they expect to be in, that they haven't firmed up dates. And if you would like to bring camp to your community through that same website, you know, you can organize through your church, through your organization, whatever it is, to contact them and make arrangements to bring camp to your city.
Absolutely. And you must bring camp to your community. Blame it on, say Robert told me, because it will be life-changing. And I'm trying not to, I'm just trying to keep it down, man, because you know what I'm going through right now.
It's a funny thing,
guys,
man.
you have to see it. But also, you know, in closing, because I know you're a great actor. So Asante, do you have any projects or anything that are coming up that we can look forward to seeing?
Yeah, actually, last year I started producing a number of things. So I produced a short film called Jordan's Walk.
Okay.
That takes place in 1865, immediately on the heels of the end of slavery. And your own LaCora Stephens played my wife
My
in that
co-host.
film.
Yes.
And so that's where LaCora and I met. And then after that,
She know me, huh?
exactly.
No.
Yes. And then after that, we shot what we call photographic novels, where instead of using illustrations to tell the story in a graphic novel, we use still photos.
Okay.
And so LaCora was involved in one of the 2 photographic novels we shot as well, called Brown Paper Bag, which we will be releasing for sale sometime within the next week.
Absolutely.
So that just went through a very long, involved post-production process, but we're ready to sell the book now, available at brownpaperbagbook.com.
Absolutely.
For $4.99. Get yours.
Absolutely, guys. And thank you so much. Again, it was a pleasure. My guest right here, Asante Jones. I'm going to be looking forward to you guys. And again, this is the Yes Show, young, entertaining, and saved. And keep giving God the glory. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, and this is just great. I can't tell you how touched I am. It is. Yeah, you should be.